Do you like hip hop?
Of course.
Who do you like?
You know, I got to admit, lately I've been listening to a lot of Jay-Z.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for this scholarship.
Push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to.
Hip-hop started in the 1970s by different artists like Grandmaster Flash.
The boogie to the boogie, say up jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie, let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought you
Also by groups like the Sugar Hill Gang.
Come on, Hank, sing that song. Check it out. When I'm pimp the dimp, the ladies pimp, the women fight for my delight, but I'm the grand.
This is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time.
Also, another pioneer of hip-hop that came about in the early 1980s was a group named Run DMC. But as the years went, hip-hop made a big change into the late 80s.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Gangsta rap is a subgenre of hip-hop that reflects the violent lifestyle of some inner-city youth. Gangsta rap started in the 80s by Schoolie D and Ice-T, but it was popularized by NWA, Niggas with Attitude. During the rise of gangsta rap, a lot of the blacks in America were experiencing police brutality. The lyrics from NWA usually targeted people who were going through these urban lifestyle situations.
Of the sea, back to the block, Snoop Doggy Dogg, funky at the dock, went solo on that ass, but it still was same. Long Beach.
Gangsta rap continued in the early 1990s by other artists like Snoop Dogg, who is actually a legend in the hip-hop game.
But I somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. May I?
Some say the blacker the better, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh and the deeper the roots. I give a holler to my
Another legend, and arguably one of the most influential artists of hip-hop, was California's own Tupac Shakur. Not only was he a rapper, but a poet, an activist, and an intelligent man who was proud to be black.
And that's real, and anybody can't understand that, they don't understand the black thing. It's gonna stay black. I'm not finna act white just because y'all want me to act white.
The Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls, of New York, was another artist who was very popular in the early 90s, who can be argued as the best. During the 90s, an East Coast and West Coast rivalry had occurred in hip-hop. But the sad truth is, it ended in the streets. Tupac Shakur was shot and murdered in Las Vegas in 1996.
MTV News Brief. Rapper and actor Tupac Shakur died Friday night at the age of 25 in a Las Vegas hospital, 6 days after taking 4 bullets, 2 in the chest.
In 97, a year later of Tupac's murder, Biggie was murdered in California.
Biggie Smalls was shot from a passing vehicle. He had been named Rap Artist of the Year at the Billboard Awards in 1995. He was considered a rival of West Coast rapper Tupac Shakur, who was fatally shot in September in Las Vegas.
After the death of these two legends, hip-hop changed drastically.
Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Think it rang with about bitty bling bling. Every time I buy a new ride, bling bling.
Girl, you're working with some ass hand. Your bad jam, make a nigga spend his cash hand. His last hand, holds pound with your passion.
And now, in this decade, hip-hop has changed into something that would have been unheard of 30 years ago. But everything changes. What some say, hip-hop might have changed for the worse. But there are still hip-hop artists, like Kendrick Lamar, for example, who have not forgotten the value of hip-hop music and actually make meaningful, lyrically inspirational, and just all-around good music.
I can say that I like a challenge, and you to me is painless. You don't know what pain is. How can I paint this picture when the colorblind is hanging with you? Fell on my face and I woke.
Hip-hop has no racial or gender boundaries. For example,
I really think you and your girlfriend need each other, but maybe you just need
aka Slim Shady, is an artist who came about in the late 1990s and is still making hip-hop music today. Kim is one of the first female artists. She paved the way for more female artists to showcase their talent. A more current and relevant female hip-hop artist is Nicki Minaj. Not only is hip-hop in music, but on talk shows, sports, and some have gone out making a career out of acting.
You shoot first and you ask questions. Shoot. You shoot first and you ask.
Get Rich or Die Trying, starring 50 Cent.
Fidgeting, man. I'm right about him. I'm always right.
Friday, starring Ice Cube.
Time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. In the goddamn refrigerator.
Oh, so you one of them angry bitches, huh?
A feminist.
What you call me?
Poetic Justice, starring Tupac Shakur.
We gotta stop this right now. You don't know shit about me, okay?
I don't know this person right here. I bet you had a nice little laugh about this, huh?
ATL, starring T.I.
Give me back my necklace.
No.
Give me my damn necklace back.
Some hip-hop artists have gone off to become entrepreneurs, like P. Diddy, with his famous vodka, Ciroc.
Ultra Premium, perfectly smooth.
Just imagine that for a moment. That takes me back to another modern-day poet by the name of Jay-Z, and one of his songs he wrote, "It's funny what 7 days can change. It was all good just a week ago."
Hip-hop is even in politics. Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio quotes lyrics from Jay-Z during the Rand Paul filibuster.
And his response was, the silence we've gotten, we'd have a very different scenario.
Hip-hop is all over the world. It is much more than music and just rapping. Hip-hop is a culture. From expressing yourself like NWA, inspiring children like Tupac, or fighting the power like Public Enemy. Hip-hop is black, it is power, and it is not dead.
Some say the blacker the better, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh and the deeper the roots. I give a holler to my sisters on